time for the judging. I think you got a very good bake there.
You're happy with it?
It's a very good crumb. I think your flavours work really well.
Yes.
The nutmeg, you got just the right amount of nutmeg in there. I've got to say, that's a very good bake. Well done.
Good.
Get a handshake from Paul Hollywood.
Enjoying that. Yeah. Well done.
Don't know what Mary would think. Not bad.
Oh, I fancy some of that pudding.
Oh, tummy rumbling,
That's
that,
nice.
isn't it?
Thank you, Alistair, and April and June. So lovely as well. Great to see them, isn't it? Keeping up the old Devonshire dialect.
Absolutely, and we are joined in the studio by some other folk who are just as dedicated to keeping the flames of their own dialects burning brightly.
Yes. So, Dame Shirley, what we've done, okay, is we've asked them to translate some of your lyrics into their regional dialects. And then we want you to guess from which song the lyrics that they've given us are from. Okay?
I'll try.
Good.
Quite different.
Well, Dame Shirley, first up we've got Sid. Sid, where are you from?
I'm from Lancashire.
From Lancashire.
Good.
All right then, we got that bit. Now, so Sid, in your own time, your version of Dame Shirley's lyric, please.
Whenever I start to tell thee how gradely courting can be.
What?
I've got no idea. Gradely means sweet.
Should we have it again once more?
Whenever I start to tell thee how gradely courting can be.
How greatly?
Oh, maybe sweet something is?
Something about love, courting maybe?
Sweet love could be. Sweet love could
story?
be.
No.
Love story?
Well, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Here we go. Yes, there we are. Love story.
Very good.
On we go.
All right. Next up, we have Diana. Now, Diana, where are you from?
I'm from Norfolk.
Norfolk. Great. Now, this is the clue, okay? This lyric is from one of your famous Bond themes. Okay?
That should be easy.
Right. Diana, over to you. We'll see.
Beautiful wads, he'll marble down your lug.
Now, lugs could mean ears.
Yeah.
Any idea at all?
Well, as there's three, now I don't know. I've done 3 bonds, maybe. Lugs, can you say that?
Beautiful wads, he'll marble down your lug.
I got it.
Mardle means to pour down your ear.
Marble.
What is gold?
Goldfinger.
Hey, that'll do. Perfect. Good. Right. And finally, we're now going to go to Brendan. So where are you from, Brendan?
I'm from the Black Country in the West Midlands.
Okay, now this is from a track on the album The Performance. Okay? Go, Brendan.
Mother's blighted, thou'd mon went at fossicking for thou'd wench.
That one's really
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Here it comes.
nice man.
Well done, Brendan. Thank you very much indeed.
Very good.
And there you have it. There's a whole new album in that, Dame Shirley. A whole new album.
Now, on Friday, Dame Shirley and Blake will be releasing their version of the Christmas song. Now, by coincidence, even before we knew they were coming in, we asked Carrie to tell us the story behind it.
And surprisingly, it all starts in the middle of summer.
We may complain about Christmas, think it comes too soon or it's got too commercial, but I defy you to hear this and not instantly feel a little bit warm and fuzzy about it all.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
This is a song that my dad, Mel Torme, wrote in 1945. Some people call it Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. It's really called the Christmas song. The song itself is so timeless. It's not really at all religious. It's wonderfully sort of secular, like a lot of the great Christmas popular songs are.
James Torme is a jazz singer and broadcaster.
Hey, welcome to another jam-packed edition of Jazz FM Sunday Afternoon.
As the son of American musician and songwriter Mel Torme and the British actress Jeanette Scott, he grew up singing the Christmas song with his dad at home in LA every year. Surprisingly, though, the song started life on a boiling hot summer's day.
My dad went over to the house of his writing partner, a guy called Bob Wells. There was no sign of Wells, he was just nowhere to be seen. And so my dad walked into his parlor where the piano was. On the piano was a spiral pad with 4 lines sort of, scribbled down on it in pencil. And when Bob Wells finally appeared, he said, "What is this?" And Wells said, "Mel, I'm so hot today, and I thought that if I could just write some kind of poetry about the wintertime, it would just help me to cool down." And my dad kind of looked at it and he said, "I think there's something here." And about 40 minutes later, that song was born.
Mel and Bob were so excited about the song, they rushed to play it to a good friend of theirs, Nat King Cole.
When they got done with the first time, he said, "Play that again." And they played it one more time, and before they could get through with it, he said, "That's my song. That's my song." And the rest is history, so to speak.
A turkey and some mistletoe.
It was written in 45. It was released in 46. And that was the year that a lot of the GIs were coming home for the first peacetime Christmas. So they would hear that song, and it became, for the rest of their lives, sort of this anthem, this symbol of peacetime Christmas and the war being over.
And every year, ever since, new versions of the song are recorded. It's estimated to have earned over $19 million in royalties.
How many people have actually covered this song?
We used to make fun of my dad because they'd ask him that question and he'd say, "I think there have been 1,734. And then we're like, "Dad, that's our address."
And now James himself is taking on his father's song.
Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
It is a tip of the hat to Mel Torme and the Meltones. It fills me with pride. I think my dad would be smiling up there if he heard this version.
And so to Dame Shirley Bassey and Blake's version.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos.
Oh, that was dreamy, isn't it?
So guys, we heard earlier on how you met Dame Shirley, but then you really wanted to do this collaboration. So you sent a letter, didn't you, with 3 choices of songs.
Yeah.
And then what happened then?
Well, we knew we had to pick an iconic song for an iconic voice. We also knew this was our first ever chance and one chance to record a Christmas song with Dame Shirley. So it had to be the right song. So that's why it was 3 choices. We hoped 1 in 3 might work. So Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas was one of them. Oh Holy Night was the other. And then finally the Christmas song, which Dame Shirley picked out of those 3. So it could have been another song altogether.
Yeah. It was a handwritten letter, wasn't it? Which I think was quite important for you,
Oh,
Dame
yes.
Shirley.
I mean, as I live in Monte Carlo.
Yeah.
So
well, I sent you a CD as well, didn't I, with all the tracks on?
A CD, yes. And I chose Chestnuts.
Yeah.
And you always wanted Chestnuts. You always wanted to record a Christmas song, didn't you?
did,
but up until now, your record label weren't keen. But suddenly, this was the year.
Well, you know, I've been with a few record companies, and each one of them never wanted me to do an album. They never thought of it. They never brought it up.
But look how glitzy you are. You were made for Christmas.
But no, and it just never come to be. And so how did it feel then, having the opportunity and actually...
I loved it. I jumped at the chance. Because it was like ticking off something on my bucket list. You know?
And we've heard the story of how all of those words came about, and words for you are incredibly important, and the way that you kind of, I don't know, just the way you look at a song and you manage to tell that story. When you view the lyrics, what do you see and how do you tell the story?
I don't know. I just look at it and I open my mouth and out comes this sound.
So it's not very considered at all. You literally just use instinct.
I don't say I'm going to do it this way or that way.
Yeah.
I just try it with the pianist, and
What you hear is what?
Yeah.
You never do it the same way twice.
And I never, that's why I hate doing playback, because I never sing the same tempo.
Okay.
Always a little faster, a little slower. Yeah.
It was one of the most fascinating things for us to work with Dame Shirley and watch she perform live as well.
Yeah.
That element of that soloistic mentality that every time she sings it, it's different. It's a performance, and so it's always different. It always keeps you on your toes as a listener. It's really amazing to listen to.
And recording it in your flat, Ollie, that must have been surreal, having Dame Shirley round having a cup of tea.
Yeah, I did a lot of cleaning up and flowering, buying champagne and caviar and all sorts of things.
You go to his house and find him in cupboards. You're like, what?
Yeah. But the interesting, I mean, the dream for all of you sitting here on the sofa is to have a Christmas number one, because it will be a first for you all. And so the key is to go out and buy it on Friday.
Yes.
Because that's when it all starts.
Sing it on Friday. Yeah, it would be amazing. It would be an amazing finish to what's been an incredible experience for us.
And listen, if you can't wait that long, Blake's album, A Classic Christmas, is out now, isn't it?
Thank you.
Well, good luck for that number one spot, but there is some stiff competition this year, isn't there?
Yeah.
There is.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, well, we're going to show you. Yeah, I'm going to show you. Have a look at this.
Just wait. We'll find out.
There's the NHS choir. There's the four sopranos featuring the one and only Her Royal Highness, the Queen.
Apparently the Queen has a beautiful voice. I can't wait to hear the version. But anyway,
rap, I think.
Well, our own number one, Carrie, joins us now because X Factor is also in the mix as well, isn't it?
Always.
But
Absolutely always.
we'll just talk about numbers if we can. So how many singles do the guys here have to sell in order to get to that number one?
It's a lot. I mean, it's normally about 100,000, but around Christmas, like last year, Ben Hayne, our X Factor winner, sold 214,000 records.
Wow. Right.
But if you go back 3 years earlier to something like the Military Wives Choir, they sold 556,000 copies.
It's a huge difference, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right away.
It'd be great to see the Christmas song go into the number one spot, though, because it's been absolutely ages, don't you agree, since we had a Christmas-themed song as the Christmas number one.
That's right.
I get carried away.
If you go back to the 50s, you've got 63 number ones there. Only 13 of them are about Christmas.
Really?
So the last one that was actually on the Christmas theme itself was 25 years ago, Sir Cliff Richard.
And that was the last one?
Yeah.
Goodness me.
See, I prefer mistletoe and wine.
Do you?
Well,
Yeah.
It's more, you know. Or even a sleigh bell like in East 17 Stay now.
That's it. Yeah. There have been some very, very near misses
We actually
indeed.
sent that to Dame Shirley, but she said no. So.
Well, that's all we've got time for. Thanks so much, of course, to Dame Shirley Bassey and to Blake and to Carrie as well.
We are going to be back tomorrow with Kylie Minogue, Lee Mack and Ollie Murs. Have a great night. Bye-bye. See you later.
Thank you so much.